what's up people? Pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you about 2018's Why Don't You Just Die? Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this new Blu-ray release from Arrow Video. And Why Don't You Just Die is one of those movies that's broken into chapters based on individual characters and their interweaving storylines. The individual plots all eventually merge. No, that's not the right word. The plots all eventually collide with brutal, bloody, ultra-violent, and occasionally pretty amusing results. The individual storylines include a young man paying his girlfriend's creepy father a visit with the intentions of killing him with a hammer, but things go awry. Then we have crooked cops covering up a bloody murder committed by the son of a wealthy family in exchange for a satchel full of cash, but things go awry. And we have a woman in desperate need of money who talks a thug into killing her newly wealthy father. But of course, things go awry. Within the first 15 minutes of Why Don't You Just Die, we're treated to a highly entertaining, energetically photographed, and extremely well choreographed fight scene. It's blunt enough that you feel the impact of every punch, kick, and collision, but just over the top enough to be really cool. The movie doesn't slow down from there and manages to keep up this kind of kinetic energy despite the fact that the majority of the film takes place within the confines of one location. The movie does an excellent job of keeping you guessing, even when all the plot lines actually start to converge. And when they do, that's when things get really crazy. Why Don't You Just Die is the feature film debut of Russian writer and director Kirill Sokolov, and it's quite an impressive debut at that. The characters all pop, the acting all around is fantastic, and the movie from a technical point of view is stylish as all get out and exceptionally well made without being too flashy or pretentious. One moment you'll be wincing at an interrogation scene in which a power drill is used in an improper manner. Then you'll be gagging watching a guy fish a bobby pin out of a filthy bathtub drain with his tongue. Then later on, you'll have an existential moment during a deep, thought-provoking moment in which a character opines about how easily a person's sense of right and wrong can be compromised over and over again until acts of evil become acceptable and easily justified. I was really taken aback by Why Don't You Just Die, and I cannot recommend it any higher. This is a great freaking movie. Yes, it's subtitled, so you'll have to read the dialogue, but a little reading never hurt nobody. As for this Blu-ray release from Arrow Video, as far as the presentation for this release, we've got some very interesting cover art for Why Don't You Just Die. It comes in a clear Blu-ray case. You guys know I love clear Blu-ray cases. On the back of the release, we have the plot synopsis, the list of special edition contents, and we have the technical specs. There is the Blu-ray for Why Don't You Just Die. This release also comes with a booklet. The booklet features a write-up about Why Don't You Just Die from Neil Mitchell, and we get some full-color images from the film. The sleeve is reversible, and on the reverse of the sleeve, we have this very cool artwork for Why Don't You Just Die. As far as the picture quality and sound quality are concerned on this release, I thought Why Don't You Just Die looked and sounded absolutely fantastic. I'd give the picture quality a solid 4.5 out of 5. Same with the audio quality. This is a great sounding movie as well. All the punches and kicks and breaking bones and televisions being smashed into people's backs and televisions being smashed into people's faces and power drills being drilled into places that they shouldn't be drilled into. It sounded great and ghastly altogether. As far as extras are concerned, we get Why Can't We Just Leave, an interview with author and critic Kim Newman exploring Why Don't You Just Die within the context of the long-standing tradition of single-location cinema. It's 25 minutes and 32 seconds in length. We get 27 minutes and 18 seconds of behind-the-scenes footage, a selection of short films from Why Don't You Just Die director Kirill Sokolov, and the theatrical trailer for the film. This is a really nice Blu-ray release for Why Don't You Just Die from the fine folks over at Arrow Video. The picture quality and the sound quality are both fantastic, and we get a couple of nice extras on this release. Also, and again, I cannot recommend Why Don't You Just Die enough. This is a really good, highly entertaining movie. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. This Blu-ray from Arrow Video would be a great way to add the film to your collection. If you've seen Why Don't You Just Die, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A big thank you to all my awesome Patreon supporters. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for monthly live streams and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Patreon.com/pizowell or follow the link in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.